everyone, welcome to another Power Talk with Archana. This is your platform to grow your business. We help you turn your ideas into a brand, create its presence to reach your target audience. Welcome to my world as I collaborate with business leaders from across the globe. Perizaad Zorabian, the beauty with the braids. She's a Mumbai University Gold Medalist, a trained Western Classical Ballet dancer, an MBA in marketing from City University of New York, having created a unique niche for herself as an actress in independent offbeat cinema. Perizaad is now a full-time director of her family business, Zorabian Chicken, a brand that was started 38 years ago by her father, Mr. Khoram Zorabian, with a vision to make it a premium brand. Over the years, Zorabian has moved from being a respected brand in the wholesale space to being a retail brand with a brand loyalty that is prized and cherished. Let's give a very warm welcome to Perizaad Zorabian. Hello, Perizaad. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Archana. Thank you for that fantastic introduction. Thank you. You make me feel fabulous.
You are fabulous. Thank you so much for gracing our show, Power Talk with Archana. We're really delighted. I've been looking forward to this episode
Same
completely.
here. I'm looking forward to it and it's going to be fantastic. Two women getting together full on power.
Great. So let's start. So, we have seen you in front of the camera and you have been showered with the love and affection of your audience. We always loved you, always in awe of what you were doing in front of the camera. But then how did this business happen? You've turned into an ace entrepreneur.
So, Archana, the dream was always to be an entrepreneur. The dream was always to work with my father. And that's always been, that's the reason I went to the US. That's the reason why I got my MBA, because I was going to come back and kind of, you know, turn Zorabian into the most happening, rocking company that ever was.
Yeah.
That's always been the dream. I think I've always also enjoyed being a performer. So I used to be doing ballet and elocution and drama, and that used to bring me happiness. I don't think I ever realized that that would kind of ever be a profession. So if you had
Yeah.
asked me when I was 8 and 10, would you want to be an actress? That I would not in my wildest dreams. Would you want to be an entrepreneur? The answer would have always been yes. But I think life kind of has its way of kind of maneuvering itself if you kind of surrender to life in a certain way. And I think acting happened quite by chance. And because I have a family of such supportive parents, they kind of said, "You're young once, live your dream," right?
Wow.
And I enjoyed being an actor. I enjoyed being a performer. That brought me joy. So I pursued, and kind of worked in films that I identified with. I was comfortable in English, so most of my films were in English. It started with Bollywood Calling, then Morning Raga, and then I went abroad and shot a couple of films. And movies were kind of something that just happened, and
Yeah.
I kind of took one day at a time. Moving into Zorabian was always there and always continued to be there through my ins and outs of being an actor as well. When I got married and I was pregnant, I kind of stepped back into the family business because at that time the family business was going through a very, very hard time. And I stepped in to kind of fix some packaging. And from that, I realized that we don't have a retail team to kind of take on that journey. And I started working with Zorabian when I was pregnant with my first child. And it's been an incredible 12 years with the company because
Wow.
we've kind of scaled from being a wholesale Bombay brand to today kind of being a pan-India brand with a presence all across India. We have people kind of taken our products to Dubai and Singapore.
Wow.
All the kids who kind of travel will take Zorabian and kind of fill their freezers with it. So it's amazing, the transition that kind of took place between being an actor to an entrepreneur. It happened pretty organically. I think it happened more out of necessity than anything else. And I think because of the immense stress the business was in, I kind of stepped back in and, you know, From diversity, great adversity comes opportunity, and just fantastic things happened over the course of the last 12 years. But it's been a great journey.
Lovely,
It's been a great
lovely,
journey
lovely. We
and
can
continues
clearly
to be a
see.
great journey.
Yeah, we can clearly see that's amazing. It's an amazing journey you've had, and I'm sure it must have been quite a, experience in itself to be juggling between home, work, and so much more going around you because you stepped back when you had your first child, but still had work on your mind. I think there's a lot of juggling happening there. So, what's your message to the women out there? How do they manage their world?
So, Archana, I think for every woman out there who's, trying to balance a home, her kids, a business, and herself, if she finds any time for herself, it's extremely hard. It's
Yeah,
not easy, and it will never be easy. So,
right.
to imagine that anyone has a fine balance is the biggest lie on the planet. So don't imagine it, because then you will accept life for the way it is and kind of truly, live it, right? When we were planning Zorabian's Women's Day campaign, we've always done this woman is a superhero and you're this and you're a mother and you're all of these things. This year, I was obviously in such a cranky, bad mood. I was telling Meghraj, make a campaign that says it's okay to be tired. It's okay to
Yeah,
be miserable. It's okay to not have everything under control. Because I think the
yeah,
pressure of being a superhero and a superwoman and a one woman who has it all is such humbug, right?
yeah, yeah.
Every single day, I am struggling. I'm struggling. I'm either brilliant at work and I'm missing out on my children's assignments, or I'm trying to kind of, I never have the time to kind of get dressed and look pretty and be a good wife to my husband and kind of step out with him. I'm always struggling. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think there is anyone who has their act together completely. I think striking a balance is all about trying, and every single day is a small win. And
Wow.
the secret, I mean, there's no secret, I'm not succeeding at it, but I try and compartmentalize, right? So what
Yeah.
I am doing now is trying to compartmentalize it. So I've realized over 12 years of trying to be this superhero in my head, okay, it doesn't work like that. So now,
Yeah.
if they're my children's exams, I will take time off work. I will not try and do half day at work and half day here. I will not do that. So I've
True.
realized that multitasking is the next biggest lie we've been told or taught, right? It's
True.
tough to really truly multitask. Okay,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
want to, if you want to give something your 100%, 100%, it needs your 100% focus and attention. So I figured
Absolutely.
if I want my kids to excel during their exams, I am going to take some time off, and I call it a study sabbatical, and I will teach my children, right?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
when I'm at work, I'm at work. I
Yeah.
do not want to be harassed. The kids cannot call me up and harass me for something lame. My staff
True.
at home cannot call me up and harass me for something lame. So when I'm at work, I give it 100% when I'm there. And, that's just how I think you don't strike a balance, but I think that's how you will survive without going completely insane. Does
Totally. I
that make sense?
completely, oh, yes, I completely agree with this. You're quite right. You have to have that balance maintained in your life. Otherwise, you can really go haywire, spoil things for others, not only for yourself.
And
Absolutely
you know
right.
what? You'll stop feeling guilty non-stop,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so if I'm at work, my children will tell me 100 things. And if I'm at home, my team will be like harrowing me, right? I'm like, listen, dude, I've got this much time. I can do this much today. And that's all I can do. And I think getting that guilt switch off your head is also very critical for every woman.
Yeah.
Be a
Yeah.
little
I think
shameless.
oh, yes. We have to be because everybody wants their pound of
Yeah.
flesh, and they
Yes.
want their pie. So there has to be a balance. We didn't tell them, hello, it's not your time, sometime later.
Exactly.
Absolutely right. But all
And we
said and
shouldn't
done with,
feel guilty about it. Angela, that's the thing, right? We women feel guilty, right? And I
yeah,
just that little screw in the head has to change, and then we'll be fine. Because
yeah,
we
I
women
think
are
we,
unstoppable.
yes,
Anything you give us, we'll do. If we just get this
absolutely.
inner voice in our head to quieten down and calm the hell down, we'll fly.
Wow, lovely. I'm sure all my women listener audience are listening. Keep your ears open because this episode is absolutely for you. Lovely. Okay, you know what, Perizaad, all said and done with this. What is your message to women or people, at large? How do they fight this? Because you get into a stage of imposter syndrome, you don't want to do things, you are all the time questioning your existence. It does happen once in a while when you're juggling between two worlds, you don't know what to do and you get over pressurized. How do you handle this?
So, Archana, of course, I know what midlife crisis is. And more than midlife crisis being a woman, I know what menopause is, right? And it may not be the most appropriate thing to say on a public platform, but it's really tough on women, and I think it's so important. We let ourselves go, and I have let myself go. You let yourself go, you put on weight, you feel miserable, you're
Yeah,
sluggish, you're tired, everything's kind of falling apart for most women who go through that. And I
yeah,
think self-care becomes very important. Exercising daily gives you energy. I have to keep reminding myself that. Kind of, respecting yourself with eating right is important. I don't do that. I have to keep reminding myself that. So I think making yourself a priority
yeah,
is the best way to handle a midlife crisis, or or menopause, or anything that's challenging for you. In terms
yeah,
of midlife crisis, mentally, and in terms of midlife crisis, emotionally, we are saying, listen, where's my life come to? I think we all go through that, right? So today, I mean, we run, I'm part of such a large company that's
yeah.
hugely successful. We just got awarded by the governor, the Raj Bhavan, for all our great work
Wow.
in COVID. And, we're doing so well. But
Yeah.
I'll still sometimes, when kind of tough times come, I'll say, what the hell am I doing? I've wasted my life doing chickens. I should have been an actress. I should have continued acting. I would have been much better as an actress. So there's always this questioning about the what ifs, or kind of looking at things in hindsight. And I think the best way to deal with any midlife crisis is kind of to just look forward and to not
Yeah.
live in regret. And I think the only way to do that is to get some happy hormones clicking in, and
Yeah.
just that comes with some exercise every day, and then your bhija becomes like sorted.
Yeah. I think that's lovely. You're absolutely right there, Periza. But seeing you, the glamorous you, the fit you, I don't think this midlife
Listen, I'm
crisis
dressed up for
has
this
ever come
interview.
across.
Archana, I am dressed up for this interview, please. You see me normally in office, my hair is chick cut and dirty and tied up, and please, I'm in like an oversized shirt with jeans, and it's just horrible. This is, please don't believe what you see. This is all for you right now. Normally, my God, please, I'm a complete disaster.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for glamming up, but we know you are a diva. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I should do it
All
more
right.
often. I'd feel much better if I did it more often, right? And that's
We
another
love
thing
to
women
see.
need to do.
We
Make
anyways
the
love
effort
you.
to look good. Make the effort to kind of, we don't. We let, at some point we're like, who cares? The office, no one's going to see me besides the guys I work with. So it's important. You know,
Yeah,
my
very
husband
well.
goes to work chaka chak every day. I just rush, I go, I work, I come back, I could be bothered. But it's
Yeah.
important.
The natural beauty that you are, you need the minimum of makeup on your face. Trust me. We just
Listen,
love you,
there's no
Perizad.
natural
We're
beauty.
totally full of you. And I'm sure my audience are completely waiting for this episode to be released
You're
soon.
just being sweet, trust me. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right, let's go to the rapid fire. And I love this. And I already know you love your family, but for the rapid fire sake, let's hear it from you. What is family for you?
Family to me is my life, my world, my everything.
Yeah. All right. Your order of preference, movies, your chicken farm, or a bit of both?
Chicken, I have to think, right? Because I think definitely a little bit of both, I would say. But
Yeah.
I definitely would not want to compromise on Zorabian's success
Yeah.
for my acting, for me to kind of pursue my acting. So if in an ideal world I could have both, I would be very happy. I'll be
Lovely. We
very,
want
very
to
happy.
see.
But
Definitely.
now
We
my children
definitely
are too
want to see.
young, and I don't know how I'm going to ever win that.
Yeah. All right. All for the love of family. Great. Next. So, what makes you smile?
A stars. My kids
Lovely.
get my, so I'll tell you, right? When my kids do really well in school, and touch wood, they're both really bright,
Wow.
that A-star report for me is like I have done my job perfectly well. And so I think that brings me the most joy. I have the biggest smile. When I see our sales numbers, I have my biggest smile. When I kind of meet people who, I was at, for example, today, I met someone who says, we only eat Zorabian chicken because we only trust Zorabian chicken. Even to
Wow.
date, and I hear that a
Okay.
lot, but every time I hear it, I have the biggest smile on my face.
Wow.
Every time someone tells me, listen, why aren't you acting? You should be acting. Come on, we miss you. It puts a
Yeah.
smile to my face, right? I think
Yeah.
these four things, and of course, being around my family, my parents, my brothers, kind of puts a huge smile on my face. I love being around them. So that's
Lovely.
another high.
Lovely. You're a perfect, perfect mompreneur.
Yeah,
Love it.
I don't know
Great.
about that. You should ask my children and you should ask my team. Okay, they both have a list of complaints about me. She's always cranky. She's over expecting things. I mean, she's unreasonable. And then it'll go on and it'll go on. Both will complain to you equally.
That doesn't ever end, but that's okay. I think we can have blinders there. Let's cut
Yeah,
it. All
yeah.
right, your beauty tips for your flawless skin that you have.
I do not have flawless skin. So I think I'm Irani, right? So I think I've been blessed with
Oh,
genetically, I've been blessed with good skin. So I think it come. I think genetically, if you see my father at 75, oh my God, you have to see his complexion is just
wow.
outstanding. I think he
Yeah.
has better skin than I do. So I think it's got a lot to do with genes. I think I've messed my skin up more because of a poor diet and kind of
Yeah.
not taking care. But what I do at least, I mean, if you want to ask me for a beauty frivolous trip, I do make sure that I always have moisturizer,
Yeah.
on my face. So that's the one thing I always wear, whether it's in the morning or the night. But besides that, I think I've probably gone through a facial 3 or 4 times in my entire life. So I'm not one that goes for a monthly facial and kind of does that. Yeah, I've not been very good. I'm very, very bad at that.
My God, oh
Right
my.
now, I have makeup, so don't judge my skin right now. If you see without makeup, you'll see like, oh my God, you'll see all the imperfections.
Oh, we love you the way you are. All
Thank
right,
you.
let's go ahead. Okay, so your future plans for the brand Zorabian.
So while Zorabian is synonymous with quality, with integrity, with trust, I mean, so whether we're in the wholesale space with our institutional sales, you have a Sodexo and you have, a
Yeah.
Theobroma and you have all of these larger companies that will pay the extra money for Zorabian. Because they know with Zorabian, there's no cheating. With Zorabian, the quality is uncompromised. So I
Yeah.
want to, for the company, build on that even more.
Yeah.
The thing that's brought us huge success are our fresh tray packs, which is convenience, quality as well as convenience. So you won't see a
Yeah.
single bit of fat on it. I mean, people say we don't even wash your chicken, we just cook it. Itna saaf hai.
Oh,
So I
wow.
think I want to build on that foundation of quality and convenience and kind of add on. I think we're so good on food. So we've launched my brother's Baba Zest, which is Parsi food, and which is always
No.
something that everyone's always asking me about. So I think we want to get into the food space in a bigger way. So we be much
Wow.
more than just chicken. Kind of also do food. My youngest brother, he's very very into organic vegetables. So
Wow.
and he's been growing them for our farms and for we have over 650 people who live in our farms. So yeah,
Wow.
so we grow our own vegetables, and of course, me being me wants to kind of sell those vegetables, they're organic, they're all natural. So Zorabian agro is something that's going to kind of really
Wow.
take shape. And
Wow.
we have so many people smuggling all our chicken abroad in terms of, so I really want to kind of, get into the export space,
Wow.
just from a perspective of saying, you know what, hey, you can have great Indian chicken in the rice cook range, which is completely trustworthy and of international standards, which what Zorabian is all about. So that's my dream for Zorabian. and we will get
Wow.
there. We will get
Wow.
there. We have
Wow.
a great team. We have a great team. We have a great product. We have great vision, and we have a lot of. We're on fire, so I think we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Lovely. I'm sure there is no stopping for Zorabian. I could
Thank
really see the passion and the fire in your belly to make it happen. We really, really wish you all the best. And let me tell you, we definitely want to see both sides of Perizaad. We want to see you in front of the camera. And we also want to see you growing in your entrepreneurial journey. Have a wonderful life. Plus, don't forget us. You must be on the camera for us forever. Even if it is once in a year, we want to see you.
Thanks so much, Archana. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you. It was wonderful talking to you. Loved your energy, and you come across as such a good person. So, I'm sure you have a whole lot of followers, and, I'm going to be one of them as well. So,
thank
really,
you.
thank you so much for this talk. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine. Have a wonderful, wonderful life ahead. And all our best wishes for the Zorabian the brand. Thank you.
Thank you. Lots of love, Archana. Thank you. It was a
Thank
pleasure chatting
you.
with you. Thank you.